Hey guys, this is just a behind the scenes video about how we run our cat channel, PewPaws, and this is some of the things that we use. And I'll be going through these in detail for you. And right now we've got one of the things that's very important is Whisper here, one of our 3 stars. And while I was setting up, she hopped up on the table, so I figured that'd be a good time to introduce her. She's a little kitten whose mother dropped her off at our back door, and she was starving, and she came in, and the mother, we believe, brought her. We take care of the outside cats, as most of you know, and we believe that the mother brought her knowing that she'd be taken care of, and she has been our little baby ever since. She's about 1 year and 2 months old, I believe, but she's still just a kitten at heart. So there is just our opening scene with some of this stuff, and then I'll be introducing the other cats as they hop up while I work, and then after that, I will do a presentation about the way that we film using this equipment here. Talk to you soon.
Queen Elizabeth, she's sleek and black, soft as velvet, she's got my back. Princess precious, eyes of blue, graceful beauty, always true. Whispers playful, tiny paws, climbing curtains just because.
Okay, now that Whisper has cleared off the stage, I'm just going to show you guys a couple of what I've got running on here. So I've had several YouTube channels over the years. Most of them were not for the public. Most of them were for friends and family. I did one where I was riding bicycles, and I won't bore you with all the details, but all of them used different types of equipment. This one is all about the cats, and it is for the public, and it's very popular so far. Popular enough to where I'm going to show you how we're doing it. So this right here is a 360 camera. This is a GoPro. It's an outdated camera, but it does what we needed to do just fine. It's waterproof, and it's a GoPro Fusion 360. And what it does is it records 360 degrees. So it just so happens that out in my yard, I have 5 stray cats, 4 of which are feral and 1 of which I have now tamed. And so their dishes all sit around the water dish during the day because they all eat together as a little family, even though sometimes they're hostile towards each other. But I remove the water dish in the morning and I put this camera here while they're eating, and then people can play what we call the wheel of cats. So they can take their phone and spin their phone around as if they're virtual reality like I'm doing now, and it will target one of the cats that they want to look at, and they can go around, check out all the cats, or they can use their finger to swipe it back and forth, or they can, on their PC, do the same thing, drag it around with the mouse. Oh, this is the cat I want to check out. This is Pretty Sierra, and then they can zoom in, and it's a really cool experience. That's what this camera is for. So my workflow is I like to have a couple of shorts in the morning before I feed the cats so I can put the shorts out there. The shorts get advertised and promoted through YouTube. I don't do any promotion of them or pay for promotions, but about 500 people see the cats inside, my inside cats. When I first wake up, they're happy to see me. They come up, they want to be fed, they want attention. And that's when I'll get a YouTube short out of them using this same cell phone that I'm using right now. So that's my advertisement, and it shows people, hey, we've got cute cats over here. Then when I upload that YouTube short, it will ask me, do you want to attach this to another full-length video to show people? And I say yes. And that goes to the previous day's morning feeding that has already been produced by last night. So when people that are subscribed get on, they'll see a short, or a new person will see a short and be reminded about the cats or see them for the first time. Then they'll fall in love with one of our kitties, and then they'll click on that, and then they'll get to see the wheel of cats outside. They'll get to see all those little stray cats. They're very cute, and they're not feral in the way that they would attack you, but they're just kind of afraid of humans. So I can set that camera up unattended for about 10 minutes. I walk away, I let them eat, and then that's it. So this was gifted to me by a friend of mine, so I didn't pay anything for that. This is just I run a business, and this is my personal cell phone. And then what I'm filming on right now is my business cell phone. So it's cool that I have two cell phones. That way one is always open if I want to catch the action. You know how it is with pets. You can't predict them. And then this, I bought this used, and this is just a little tripod. And then this thing that holds this right here, holds the phone, actually came with this new tripod that I bought brand new. So that new tripod holds my camera. And it also came with this device. So now out of the thing I bought today, I've got two working tripods that do two very different things. This one is really used for selfies. And this light right here, I'm not going to turn it on because it's really not going to show you what it looks like as if it was in real life. But what I'll tell you, it's a bright LED. It has 3 different stages of brightness. It's got low, medium, and high. And it has 2 different colors. And one of them is the yellowish glow that you would expect to see from your light bulbs inside of your house. It's the warm, comforting glow. And then you can toggle it over to where it has the outside, where it's actually a bluer white light. So if you're filming outside and you need more light, like if it's ambient outside, but it's still the sunlight, this will match the sunlight. And then if you're inside, like I am right now, I would turn it to the orange. That way you don't have 2 conflicting colors of light, which is confusing and off-putting to people. So this was on clearance for $5 at Walmart. Of course I bought it. This over here is, you might recognize this brand. This is not, some big expensive brand. This is also a Walmart thing that I got on sale for $24. So this whole thing I'm running on a very shoestring budget. This is a camera. This is a Nikon 8100. It does 1080p video, but it has optical zoom. That means that I can take pictures of the cats from feet away and it doesn't get pixelated when I zoom in like your cell phone probably does. Instead, it is an optical telescopic lens that's built right into it, and you get really clear picture. Because it's an older phone an older camera that came out in 2011, it's not very smooth when it zooms in and out. So sometimes I do have to make edits. Whereas with your camera, more modern technology built into your phone, that camera will zoom in, but digital zooms nowhere it goes optical. So that is all of the stuff that we are using. And then these right here, cats go crazy for these. And I have looked up and down the internet, which isn't always the best resource for information. I can't find anything unhealthy about them. But even just now, just shaking it already, here's Whisper. She's already here with her tail up. She already knows what's going. So this is something that I get to for the inside cats and the outside cats. Come on up, Whisper. Well, hopefully I'll give her some later. I don't like to just totally feed them a, hi, little squeaker. I don't like to just give them a bad diet. And then Whisper also, she's very attached to me for some reason. So she comes into my office at night and I'll usually feed her a little bit from my plate. But because I have a dietary restriction because of my health, I eat very healthy food. And it's not like I'm feeding her bacon or anything bad for her. When you guys see those videos of me feeding her, it's usually very bland, baked or boiled chicken with no seasoning and no skin. So it's tasteless and healthy, although I'm sure it's very flavorful for her. Here is Princess Precious. She is our Siamese. And the way that we got here is when we very first moved here, my stepson, my wife's son, our son, he had no friends. We just moved here from halfway across the country and he wanted a cat. So I was at the time particular to Siamese cats because they're beautiful and I like their temperament. Since then, I really do like tabbies too. Whisper has shown me that tabbies are good cats. But you see how she's just a sweetheart. She's right now just laying down. She's very placid. She'll pose for us. Such a sweet girl, and she'll let you pet her. Hey there, little sweetie. So she's the sweetest of the bunch. And then Elizabeth is over here. This awesome little fixture that she is in by my fireplace somebody was giving this away, and it was kind of dirty, and it was from a dog. Hi. This is the Queen Elizabeth. Somebody was giving it away. It smelled like a dog. I went online. I couldn't figure out how to get the smell away, and it turned out to be you just spray paint it. So I went and got some clear lacquer, cleaned it really well, and then spray painted some coat on it, and it just locked the smell into the wood. And that's the way that they do it with restoring furniture, so that was good enough for us. So she is the oldest of the cats. So obviously she gets the bed. So she has an interesting story also. When me and my wife first got married, we had our first apartment. We didn't have any pets, and I didn't want any pets. I didn't want the responsibility. But this cat, every time we would open the door, she was a little kitten. She would just walk in the door or run in the door. And we couldn't figure out why she wanted to be with us so badly. And it turns out that the person that lived there before us had abandoned her. So to her, that was her house, and we were just her new owners. So she was very persistent and very friendly with everybody in the neighborhood apartment complex. She would go around soliciting pets from people, meaning affection. If you walked by, she would meow at you until you leaned down and pet her. Sometimes she would sit in stairwells. She was a very friendly kitty. So since then, as she's gotten older, she's not quite as friendly. I think that she's just a little bit, she's not grouchy, but she might just have aches and pains. And if you pet her for more than a couple minutes, she might make a sound and maybe even swat at you, but she's not mean-spirited or anything. So that is Precious, Elizabeth, and Whisper. And that is where the Pew comes from, P-E-W. And of course, P-E-W, paws, because they got their paws. This outside you can't see. This is where all the outside cats are at. And I would love to bring them inside too. My house wouldn't be a very happy place with that many cats, but they like it outside anyway. And we take very good care of them. So these are the cats, and this is the gear. And we really appreciate all your support, your likes, your comments, and your views. And the only other thing that I would say is that if you come across one of the videos that says 360, definitely on your computer, put it into full screen and move the video around with your mouse. You'll love it. And if you're on your cell phone, put it into full screen and then just swing your phone around like this and it will track with the camera, or move your finger across the screen. So anyways, I'm Chris. This is our YouTube channel, PewPaws, and we'd love to see ya. Bye now.
My cats, they steal the